Agua de luz, agua de estrellas. Pachamama, vienes del cielo. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas. Pachamama, vienes del cielo. Limpia, limpia, limpia corazón, agua brillante, sana, sana, sana corazón, agua bendita, coma, coma, coma corazón, agua del cielo, mamá. Limpia, limpia, limpia corazón, agua brillante, sana, sana, sana corazón, agua bendita, coma, coma, coma corazón, agua del cielo, mamá. Pachamama, Pachamama, Madre Tierra, Pachamama, Pachamama, Madre Tierra, Pachamama. I can't stop. I know that I'm supposed to repeat multiple times before I get to the ending, but God, Pachamama, Madre Tierra, Pachamama, Mama, Jai Ma, Mama, Jai Jai Ma, Rama, 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 Mama, Rama, 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 Jai 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ram, Jai Ma, ay 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 oh oh oh, ay 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 ay. La 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 la. Do you not see that you my Can you see spiritually you might be. Don't be a slave to your ego. Don't say no. Just say yes to God, to heaven, to all that you love and say yes to. Aho, 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 aho. Don't you know how you said no, 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 no. Don't say no to your soul, just know, calm, no, calm, knowing, no information, retain information of calm, la la la, Whoa! Whoa! Type of bike festival. What's going on? What's going on over there? Let's go play over there. What's that? Looks like there's all this energy. Sponsored by Michelob Ultra. Sponsored by booze. Is that an event you support? Do you support booze? I support them giving people jobs so that they can feed their families. I'm witnessing Mason control energies. So it's difficult to remain in my essence when I am witnessing extreme differences that I do not fully understand or choose to compromise, if that makes sense. Allow everyone to have their own experience. Sometimes that's the best way you could ever love, is to just let someone be. And some people have chosen to be alone. They choose, like, I had the opportunity to do this and this, but they choose to live like this. So let them be. Don't tell them that their way of being is wrong or not what's best for them. Let them figure out on their own what's true to their heart, their soul. They have to learn the hard way. It's the only way that the truth becomes valuable. They have to learn the lies that they've told themselves, the lies they've allowed themselves to believe, and then to wake up and to see, how they've been deceiving themselves and their true heart and all their soul, their being, and everything that they call me, which is them, I, name, insert your name here, okay? So much pressure, so much control. It's difficult. It's difficult to remain so positive and light and your own molecule, right? Without connecting to everything. My hair has like a mind of its own right now. I'm interested in discussing something else that I think would be like very awkward to discuss, yet there's part of me that's like guided to, you need a teacher. You need a teacher, so I'm here to provide this teaching about sexual energy, that no one was your mommy, your daddy, your friend, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Nobody, androgynous. Nobody told you about their heart. They might have tried to tell you, but maybe you didn't understand. So I feel like it's important for me to attempt to translate how you are to treat someone. Number one, notice how you treat someone in your mind. If you're like, keeping stuff from somebody in your mind and you're not like transparent with them, like just think about that's how you want to be treated. And see like where you believe your own deception, And it's also...
Continue on to South State Route 415.
Okay. It's about like recognizing how you treat them, Are you cheating on them in your mind? Are you raping people in their mind? Are you having sex with people without their consent? Are you using their body, their mind, their information for your will? Do you care what they think and what they feel?
In 11 miles, turn right onto Fort Smith Boulevard.
Understood. I'm on a mission. I am doing a job. I have been commissioned to put to work. As many of you know, I love to drive, so I love to travel, and I love to work. So I'm open. If you have a job for me that you think I can do, it's possible I might say yes. If God guides me to say no, don't be offended, you know what I mean? And those of you that say yes, just thank you to God is all that is owed. So let's continue back on the sexual lesson. It's about you knowing like how important it is for you to get permission from the other person, how you treat them in your mind. You might think that it's harmless, or because someone became a porn star or someone exposed themselves sexually, that there's any type of story that you have a right to think about them and to use them for your satisfaction. And you might try to say that your mind has no control, it just goes there, right? But that's not true. You totally can choose your thoughts at any time, right? You can choose to think of an elephant right now. You can notice, oh my God, I just had a thought of an elephant. Let's try not to think about elephants. But in the back of your mind, maybe in your subconscious, there's elephants. The imprint is there. Just like sexually in your subconscious, the imprint is there from pornography or how you have raped and used and abused women or men in your mind, okay? How you use them for your needs, for them to touch you and please you in your ways, or for you to wish that you could have this beautiful woman, that you could satisfy them, or this beautiful man that satisfy them, okay? understand the truth within your soul of what's really going on, what really like cares to you. And yes, maybe you care about getting this need met, and you're not a bad person for like seeing this person as beautiful and wishing and thinking that, oh my God, I wish them and to do this. Okay, you're not an evil human being. I am just asking you to simply witness and think about the other person for a moment in another way. Would this person like this? Is this real? There's part of you that is just so addicted and entranced by fantasy that you don't even know reality. So when reality is in front of you and you have the opportunity to be with a beautiful woman or a man, and you have these opportunities to start a business or do your own thing, you miss it because you've been bought and sold into believing certain things, and certain companies have been invested in buying and owning your mind and having you study these certain things and market you these select books so that you become this operating system for humanity, and instead of being like, you can say, a slave to God and being like my friend Uncle Frank calls it being God's monkey. Okay, so like, we're not God's monkey. We're not like, we're a tool, we're an instrument, but we're not obligated to do what we're told. But like, we may find that we are happiest, if we just follow the instructions, our intuition, our heart, our feelings, we follow our truth, right? Like, if we in our heart know that it's true, that if we lie to this person, we're really, really gonna hurt bad, and we're gonna feel like such an awful person, because we're gonna just know that we're lying, and we're gonna be hiding all of this, and I'm gonna feel like I can't face them, I can't be with them, man, because I can't be myself, and I feel like I'm an awful human being, and I don't want to feel like I'm a human being, so I want to disconnect from this person and not be reminded of this shadow or this part of myself that I have not yet accepted, loved, or understood in full depth. Just know that you have the opportunity and choice to do differently, right? Like, Trina has a choice to look at all of her scars and to say, oh, I'm ugly, I'm defiant, I am unlovable and old and disgusting and nobody loves me, right? I can go into that. Or I can say, wow, like, I've really evolved as a human being, all these stresses, all this cortisol in my bloodstream. Right now I'm on a fasting period. I am fasting, ironically, at the traditional Chinese medicine timing of the heart. So I'm having no water, no food. I'm choosing to consciously. I did have a little bit of something this morning, and that something was I chopped up a mango. I chopped up a mango that was about to go bad. It was an organic mango that I was so spoiled, and I had to buy because it's a spoiled mango. It's an organic mango. I have to have this organic mango because organic mangoes are rare, and I have to because I can. Story. And I bought into that. And then I went to go make it, and I put in like goji berries and walnuts, and what else I put in there, man? Sunflower seeds and some turmeric. And then like I made it, and I was like, oh, this isn't cold. It's not. I had all these stories why it was so good. I took a sip of it, and then I put it back in the fridge, and I'm like, I'll touch this later. And really, I just have like sometimes difficulty eating. Like, I'm spiritually guided sometimes to just fast. And some people always thought that like, I was anorexic or something like that because I wouldn't eat, but it wasn't like that. It's like a spiritual practice for me. Just breathing and releasing toxins and going deep into my organ system, and there are times where like people would call themselves bulimic, but they don't make themselves throw up, they just get really nauseous. Like, there's all these different things about eating and going to the bathroom and holistic medicine that I have been personally studying and noticing and watching in my own life that I enjoy being open and honest with. Hey, with me personally, this is what happens, this is what I do, and then like other people, they're afraid to be themselves. And just think about what kind of world do we live in when we're in a society that is telling us all that we have to all wear the same uniform and do the same job, and that we're all the same. If you all are cops, then you are all the same. If you are all firefighters, you're all the same. If you're all doctors, you're all the same. Categories. When this is not true. When you are all boys, when you're all girls, when you're this color, when you're this religion, when you're this sexual preference, when humans are not stereotypes, man. There are certain psychological or emotional and physical things that come with all these different things, right? Especially if there's subconscious stuff of ancestrally that your family has denied who they feel they are. Or, like, it's hard to explain. And honestly, I'm really tired because I give so much for free. And but that's not what this is about. This is not about money, and it's not about money. It's about you waking up and equal energetic exchange. and about us being fruitful and truthful and honest and loving and kind and generous and not deceitful, and honestly just being someone that we really love, you know? Like if I'm honest, I will love and respect myself. I'd be like, wow, it was really sucky to be completely transparent with that person about how they were messing up and this was wrong and this was wrong and this was wrong. But I feel really better now that everything's clear. And oh my God, wow, they became so much of a better person and so much better at their craft because I called them out and said that this was wrong and that I didn't like the way that they talked to me like this or at this time or this or that. So same thing with you. If you are not feeling in alignment or liking certain things, it helps to voice your opinion instead of you being like separated or staying in your ignorance. There may be a part of you that knows to stay quiet because it knows it doesn't know anything. So there's always that too. Just give yourself permission to love, and not what you have been taught that you think you have to love or that you're a bad person if you don't love this person or this thing. It is important for every single person to love every single person, not for us to own each other. It's not about owning each other. It's not about that there isn't enough love to go around, that if someone loves this person, that they love them more than you, or any story like this. Each love is a different shade. You know, you could go into agape and all those other references of historical significance. However, there's so much more going on than just that ignorant, brainwashing language. That's babble. Step into your heart. Stop talking. Stop doing. Get into the being part. And if you have money or if you have a space where you can just do nothing but be and not think and not eat and like just discipline, control yourself. Don't smoke a cigarette. Don't play a video game. Don't read a book. You can go for a walk. That's about it. Go for a walk. Run if you need to. You got too much energy. Squats. Do squats. Whatever. Sit on the wall and squat. Just play around, okay? Listen to your body. Move your digits. See what your level of boundaries are and step in your heart. What are you running away from? What feeling and pain are you ignoring is there? What are you trying to change? What are you trying not to do? Just know that I love you, and that's why I give this for free continuously, and that it's like God loving you too, because it wants you to do the work. That's all you have to do is do the work. That's the greatest payment you could ever give back to Trina and the whole planet, is that by you doing the inner work and loving you, accepting you, continuing your process, continuing your education, and completely basically destroying yourself and recreating yourself. You have to learn the hard way. You shouldn't wait until your parents die until you finally wake up and see and understand and realize how important it is for you to take care of yourself. And sometimes how you treat others can see how you're like treating and taking care of yourself. And sometimes you might not want to believe that someone is saying, hey, you're abusive to me, but you might be being abusive to yourself and your own thoughts. You might not even realize that, and how much it's creating chaos in the world just from you thinking that way, you know? So do not be selfish with love, you know? Give yourself permission to try to love everyone. And loving doesn't mean that you stick your private parts together, okay? I understand that that's like a divine trust and union, okay? Be transparent with each other. Why? That they are not trusted with your heart, or why they're not trusted with your honesty. Help them see themselves. Help them become a better person. Teach them how to be more loving and accepting, starting with you. Does that make sense? Let them accept you. Let them love you. But most of all, love and accept yourself instead of trying to get everyone to take care of you and everyone to pay for you and take care of you because you take care of everyone else. That's not a good story. Make it a better story. You are the hero in this movie. I am just a character. I'm just a friend. Or you could call me your sidekick. Or can you be my sidekick and we can travel all around the world and go on adventures and document everything like history? Can every moment be a moment in history that we are just sharing love and light and kindness? With my shiny chin, will you be my friend forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and then ever after more? Can we swear to be good? Meaning to make each other feel.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Fort Smith Boulevard.
Make ourselves feel good and see that we are each other and be honest. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I am getting out of here. Peace to you.